First, I did want to touch on one more kind of broad theoretical perspective, which is, as you mentioned already, in the later stages of the novel, young Hai actually seems to want to become a plant. Um, you've worked a lot on the idea of posthumanism. So could you explain in simple terms what we mean by this term? Also, does the vegetarian fit within this concept, or is it something else?
Uh, yes. To start off with, I don't think it actually. Well, it partly fits posthumanism, but posthumanism is really the idea that, on the one hand, the ideological underpinnings of humanism and the way we framed what it means to be human, and the idea that the human is central to our universe, is maybe obsolete. We are now including rocks and nature and plants and trees into our consciousness, in our conscious experience. We attribute some sort of consciousness to inanimate matter. We also understand, of course, that animals have much more kind of consciousness, but also a language that we didn't know before, which is probably quite upsetting for the way we have been treating animals since the dawn of mankind. And there is also, of course, the digital revolution, scientific revolutions, whereby, for instance, AI and robotics are also kind of encroaching on taking over what the human is for, thinking, labor, etc. So, in that sense, maybe the central position of the human, as it were, should be rethought. It has been rethought for a long time. And of course, you could maybe think about a vegetarian as speaking to that process. Is this a post-humanist novel that kind of thinks about the fact that we should be kinder to nature, to animals? It does, on the one hand, I think. Um,